Happy Sundays to each and every single one of you. Thank you for being here on Football Fans Live. This is the first of 4 great games coming your way today. First up, we have got Hull City, the Tigers, against the Potters of Stoke City in the Championship. There's everything to play for. Hull desperate for points. They're low down in the Championship right now in 19th place with only 6 wins, 5 draws and 13 defeats to their name. They sit on 23 points. As for Stoke City, well, they're around mid-table, looking to climb up into 8th place today with 10 wins, 5 draws and 9 losses, which puts them on a total of 35 points. We've got a minute of clapping for some ex-footballers that have passed away here at Hull today. So we're just waiting before we get off to kick off. Now, we have got 2 games for you. We've got our featured game, which is obviously this one, the Hull City against Stoke City, but we're also covering on my second screen 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 against Verona in Italy in the Serie A. It's 0-0. That one got underway about 25 minutes ago. So we're just I'll keep you up to date if anything happens in that. And I'm thinking, actually, because we're getting lots of pictures come up on the screen of men and women, whether it's anything to do with COVID. So very, very respectable indeed. So a massive round of applause to everybody involved with Hull City and Stoke City. There's Grant, there's Michael O'Neill, Dean Holden, the assistant manager's there as well, taking a sip of his water. So we are just moments away from kickoff. It is midday on this Super Soccer Sunday. It's Andy Cousins, the Stoke head of performance analysis. What a title that is. Unbelievable. Now, after this one, we're going off to the Premiership League. It's going to be Stoke, it looks like. It's Stoke going to get us underway. We're just about to kick off. Obviously, Stoke in this first half will be attacking the goal to my right-hand side, all in their red and white strip, and Hull City in the Wolverhampton kit. I'm only kidding, but it does look very much like it, obviously, the orange and black. And the Hull City players taking the knee along with the Stoke City players. So we're just about to get underway. Hull City in this first half will be attacking the goal to my left-hand side. There we go. We are underway. And Hull City, like I said, in their orange and black kit today. Stoke City attacking the goal to my right hand. Both teams desperate for points here today at the MKM Stadium for different reasons. There he is. The Hull City manager, Grant, he's definitely got his work cut out. Could this be the 7th win of the season for the Tigers? Or could it be their 14th defeat? I'm thinking that, Hull City might just get a draw here today. So stick your predictions. I want to know what your score predictions are in the live chat, and Sarah will relay that to me in my ear. A mega love shout out to everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. Stoke City down that left hand side, playing it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Very cautious in the opening minute of this game by both teams. Stoke pick it up just inside their own half. Nice little steal there by Hull City into the final third on the attack down this near left hand side. And he hit it left-footed and it goes out for a throw-in. Just overhit that pass. Got to be a tad more accurate. Now, in their previous game, which was a little while ago, Hull City lost by 1-0. And so did Stoke City, actually. They lost 2-1 to Preston North End. Next up for Hull City it will be a toughie with Blackburn Rovers, and also a real tough game for Stoke in their next game. They will be at home against Fulham, who are flying high. They battered Reading 7-0 midweek, and then they came from behind twice yesterday, and finished off winning that one by 6-2, and they are top of the Championship. Is anybody going to be able to reel them in the Championship after Bournemouth dropped a major 3 points? Bournemouth defence completely invisible yesterday. We covered it. It was crazy, you know, and it wasn't a good performance by the Cherries whatsoever. But very good news for all those Luton Town fans. We are at the MKM Stadium, and at full capacity it can hold 25,500 fans. There's a lot of empty seats, so hopefully it's about half full, and there'll be a bit of an atmosphere there to cheer on these two great teams. Stoke over the halfway line, out on the far left-hand side. The Potters on the attack, down that left flank. Good ball, he's got space. There's 4 waiting inside the penalty area. The cross comes in. Left-footed, nice little deflection, but it's picked back up. And a left-footed shot onto the front post. And the goalkeeper gathers the ball there and saves Hull's blushes. Thank you so much, FIFA. Great to see you. Mega love shout out to FIFA. FIFA's in the room, Exley's in the room as well, Backlong's here today as well. Gav, hello my friend, great to see you. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. Guys, if you are here for the first time, then a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the subscribe button, wait 1 minute, and then you'll be able to jump into the live chat. Catherine, hello darling, I hope you're having a fantastic weekend, a very warm welcome, and thank you so much for joining us on this Super Soccer Sunday. Here with Hull City against Stoke, the Tigers against the Potters. Can the Potters have some Harry Potter magic and tame the Tigers of Hull City? Hull City have got this home advantage here today. Stoke inside their own half, inside the penalty area with the centre-back, clears it right-footed downfield, won by Hull City on the halfway line, but Stoke gather the ball back up. It's played out into near left-hand side, looking to break. Can they do? Through the centre. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper in 2 minds. Saves it outside of his penalty area with his legs. Then the goalkeeper goes down. Referee says play on. And that was very, very tense for the Hull City team and fans, because Stoke had broken through the middle of the park. He was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper came rushing out of his area for the Tigers. Went down onto his knees. Saved it with his knees. And then just bundled his body on top of the ball until his defenders could get back. But that was a great ball down the centre of the pitch, over the centre circle, and he was through on goal, the number 32 for Stoke City. He could have done better, should have done better. If his first touch hadn't have let him down, Gav says. Excellent, excellent. Let us know if that crowd noise is too quiet, too loud, whether you can still hear me, guys. But thank you so much for that. Nathan Baxter, there we go. What a save by the keeper there, Nathan Baxter. Awesome. Keeping the score at 0-0. Like I said, Hull City are really desperate for points, but Stoke over the last few weeks have just lost that good form that they had in November and October. They've just dropped off the pace a little bit. They got off to a good start with their first 18 games of the season. But the last 6, they've just dropped too many points. But they look like they're going for it today. Okay. Look, Sarah's going to bring that crowd noise down. Fantastic stuff. Thank you so much. Sassuolo and Verona is still 0-0. Verona did take the lead in Serie A in Italy, where they thought they had, and then it was disallowed. So still 0-0 in that game. We cover a lot of Italian football as well, and we always try and bring 2 games at the same time if we possibly can. Coming up after this one, West Ham United, 4th in the Premiership, taking on Leeds. Leeds have got to get something away from home out of that game. They really need to turn. Sounds better now. Thank you so much. Cool. Yeah, guys, please jump into the chat. If you haven't cast your vote yet, there is a vote. Let us know what your score predictions are for today, for this game. And 44% are going with Hull. Okay, there we go. And 38% of you going with Stoke. Well, I mean, Hull City are the underdogs here today, so I'm hoping that there will be a little bit of an upset. But Stoke, I have been to Stoke many years ago with Kidderminster Harriers, and it's a nice little ground, Okay, it's going to be a free kick just inside the Stoke half to the Potters. It's going to be taken right-footed. He's about 10 yards back from that halfway line. Plays it back to the centre-back. Picked up by the full-back out onto the left-hand side. Changes his mind. Brings it back in field. Looking for movement. Right-footed out onto the left. Oh, and well played by the right-back for Hull City. The Tigers defending well, apart from that one little break. 8 minutes in, still 0-0. Catherine going for a 1-0 to Hull. I think that's a very reasonable score. Gav's going for 2-0 to Hull as well. Everybody going for the underdogs. Love it. I do love an underdog, it must be said. Gav says 2-0, Catherine says 1-0. And if you haven't casted your vote, and you can't see it, it's a little blue box, just refresh the screen. And guys, we've also got Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. All the links are being dropped by Nightbot or whatever it's called, and it's a throw-in in a really good area to the Potters out on the far left-hand side, in line with the 18-yard box. They need a long throw specialist to get it in. I tell you what, Hull City have really struggled. They've got, from set pieces, the worst record, Hull City, whether they lack a little bit of height, which they do, so they've got to be careful they don't give away any free kicks or, you know, hardly any corners in this game, because they've conceded more goals from set pieces than any other team in the Championship so far this season. Hull City clear it left-footed up over the halfway line, inside that centre circle, out onto the left-hand side. Good little break there by Hull City. Here they come, picked up by the number 11. Turns inside, beautiful play. Taken out, the left-back there. Goes nutmegs, the midfielder for the Potters, but his second touch let him down. And now the Potters can break inside the Tigers half, played up through the centre of the park and nicely tidied up at the back for Hull City, who clear it right-footed downfield. He's got tons of space out on that right-hand side. It's 3-on-3. Here come Hull City into the penalty area. He's got one on the back post waiting. Decides to take it by himself. Very selfish. And now a cross does come in. And it's on the edge of the area. Right-footed shot. Oh, and it goes 7 yards wide by the number 8, 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. But a good chance there for Hull City to open the scoring here on this Super Soccer Sunday. He should have passed it the first time out on the right-hand side. Tried to take on the defender, and the defender, the left-back, did extremely well. And then a right-footed cross from the byline. And, from the edge of the area, 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 just hit it wide. And we've got a goal in Italy. And Verona have scored. Will this one count? The referee's having a word. Oh, my goodness. Verona have taken the lead once again against 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 in the Italian Serie A. It's passed into the penalty area, out on the right-hand side, laid back towards the penalty spot. It's bouncing around, picked up on the left-hand side, left-footed across the face of the goalkeeper into the bottom left-hand corner. It's a great finish by the number 10 for Verona, but the referee hasn't confirmed as yet. Here come the Potters on the attack, and they win a corner kick down that far left-hand side. So a good counter-attack by Stoke City down the left-hand side. Into the 11th minute we go. Chances at either end. And I'm just waiting for confirmation of that goal in Italy. Let's have a look. 38 minutes on the clock. Eat, sleep, repeat football, guys. Wet Willie, how you doing? I'll come back to the Italian game in just a second. Corner kick, whipped in, left-footed strike, and it's about 30 yards over the crossbar by the Potters. Wet Willie, wonderful to see you on this Super Soccer Sunday. Wet Willie's all the way, You can't beat a good Wet Willie. How you doing, brother? Great to see you. We're getting a VAR for a possible handball. If this goal for Verona is disallowed, that means in the first 38 minutes they've had 2 goals disallowed. Verona, they're away today at 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, and we've got a VAR. I'll keep you up to date with that. But great attacking play. Wet Willie's great. They are. I'm good, my friend. I'm good. Yeah, we've got 4. It's going to be a mad day. 4 games today. It's going to be crazy. I don't know what I'm going to be like by the end of the day. Probably absolutely battered and probably lose my voice. But yeah, 4 great games coming up, and they're all scheduled. They're all out there. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and hit the notification bell, because there's around 600 games still to come. Here come Hull City, out on the left-hand side, out onto the right now, whipped into the penalty area, onto the edge of the 6-yard box, and it's gone behind. Which way is it going to go? And the referee gives a corner to Hull City, their first corner of the game, out on the far right-hand side. And that goal for Verona does stand. They're away from home and they're 1-0 up against 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. And it looks a little bit, you know, they do deserve it, Verona, it must be said, because they had an earlier goal disallowed. So a corner kick to Hull City, out on the far right-hand side, going to be taken by the number 10, right-footed. It's going to be an out swinger. There's 5, 6 Tigers in there, 7 Tigers in there. In it comes. Oh, and it's a good clearance. They pick it up again. Oh, now the offside flag goes up, and Hull City, oh, waste a good chance there. The linesman's flag goes up, and it's going to be a free kick to Stoke inside their own penalty area for the offside. Let's have a look at that corner again. Out swinger, right-footed shot, and then it went back out onto the right-hand side, whipped back in a second time. Can't see anything wrong with that, being honest. I think the linesman's got that absolutely wrong. It was Greaves who attempted the first shot. Wet Willie says, wow, 8-7 on penalties, so Yeovil are out. That's amazing. Oh my goodness me. Wet Willie said, yeah, come on Hull City, we all love an underdog. But here comes Stoke down the left-hand side onto the edge of the area. Great sliding tackle across the face of the forward there. Desperate defending from Hull City, but a marvellous challenge by the number 14 out on the far right-hand side. And then it takes a deflection and it goes behind for a goal kick to Hull City. Jacob Greaves, most blocks and clearances for Hull City. Greaves, the number 4. And another great piece of defending down the left-hand side. He came sliding in with his right foot and just put it out for a throw-in, and then the throw-in led to a double deflection which went out for a goal kick. So it's a goal kick. There's the Hull chairman, Asim Alam, the Hull chairman there. He's got a big, you know, them Russian fluffy hats. That's what he's wearing right now. Goal kick's been taken over the halfway line. Stoke win it back, and the Hull City goalkeeper comes 30 yards out of his goal, smashes it right foot. With his right foot downfield, over the halfway line it goes. Here come Hull City again. Good ball up and over the top. Can he find him? He does. Oh, but his first touch let him down and then gives away a silly foul. Oh, Smith, what are you doing, man? Smith gives away a silly foul and gives the ball straight back to Stoke City on the edge of their own penalty area. And another foul taken quickly out onto the left-hand side. Both teams going hell for leather in this opening 15 minutes. End-to-end stuff. Chances at both ends. It's a really good game with some great pace. Played all the way back to the Hull City keeper. Hit it right-footed downfield out onto the far right-hand side. Flicked on by Hull City. Over the halfway line it goes. And Hull win a free kick out on the far right-hand side on the halfway line. It's a good start to this game in the Championship. Ince there looking very strong indeed for Stoke, the Potters. Tom Ince. You say Ince and it just makes me automatically think of Paul Ince. And Tom Ince is English. He's an Englishman as well. So there you go. There you go. It's not his son, is it? Am I missing something? Is that Paul Ince's son? Tom Ince for Stoke. Anyway, flicked on. Free kick onto the edge of the area. With Hull City. Wins the header. And then Stoke City clear it back downfield. It is his son. It is his son. I just had a little inkling that it was. It is his son. Amazing, amazing. Learn something new every day. I had seen him before, and I think I asked the same question, and didn't check it up after the game. But Tom Ince, Paul Ince, was an amazing player in his day. A good commentator as well. Really good pundit. Really good pundit. And there's Honeyman. He wins a corner for Hull City out on the far right-hand side. So the second corner for Hull City in this game. Can they take the lead and break the deadlock on the 16th minute? It's going to be the number 10. He's going to take it right-footed. Fraser, very warm welcome, brother. Great to see you, my friend. Corner comes in, right-footed onto the edge of the 6-yard box. Goalkeeper gets one hand on it and just does enough to take it away from the Hull City forward on the back post there. And then the Potters clear it downfield out into this near left-hand side. Goes down under a heavy challenge. Tell you what though, Hull City have got to be careful. They're giving away too many silly challenges. And you know what I was saying earlier? Yet they lack height, Hull City, and they conceded a lot of goals from set pieces. This is still in the Potters' half, so there's no danger here. But they've got to be careful. And I think we've got a second goal in Italy. We have. And Verona in the 44th minute, just before the stroke of half-time, have doubled their lead. It is Sassuolo 0, Verona 2 in the Italian Serie A. We do cover football from the Bundesliga. There was a corner kick flicked on at the front post, wasn't cleared, took a deflection, a bit like Bournemouth's first goal where Kelly put it into the back of his own net. So Verona, 2 goals to the good just before half-time, away from home. Here come the Potters now, on the attack, over the halfway line they go, 17 minutes on the clock, still 0-0. We've had a couple of good chances at both ends though. No. Hey, he started and he scored, didn't he? Well done, Aston Villa, coming from 2 goals down. You know, Man United have got to sort their stuff out, haven't they? I nearly swore then, but Man United really have to sort their stuff out. But that was a great comeback by Aston Villa. And you know what? Last week, Aston Villa should have beaten United anyway. So, whipped in, right-footed, danger for Hull City on the edge of their area. It was whipped in from left to right, still with Hull City, 30 yards from goal. Turns to the midfielder. Goes on a run, hits it left-footed, or takes a deflection on the edge of the box. But a good chance there for Stoke City. And then they give away a free kick. And I tell you what, Hull City can breathe for just a few seconds, because that was a good attack there by Stoke City. But yeah, Fraser, you know, my hat's off. My hat's off to Aston Villa yesterday. Coutinho got off to a flying start. And I tell you what, Verona are making easy work of that. They've almost just got a third, but it just went wide of the post. Back with the Hull City goalkeeper. All in pink today, the Hull City goalkeeper. Hull City attacking the goal to my left-hand side. Stoke attacking the goal to my right. And now over the halfway line. Here come Hull City, the Tigers on the attack. Good plays, got space out in the left-hand side. Free waiting inside the box. Nutmegs the defender, takes it to the byline. Can he cut it back? Oh, he couldn't get it past the first defender, but it is going to be a corner kick. This time on the left-hand side. We're at the MKM Stadium, and I reckon it's about half full. So I'm guessing there's probably about 18,000 fans inside the stadium on this Super Soccer Sunday here on Football Fans Live at the MKM Stadium. That's fantastic. Here come Hull City then with a corner. All of their corners have been from the far left. This time it's down on this near right hand side. Can they make a difference with this one? Nearly 20 minutes gone in this game. The Tigers on the attack, whipped in. It's an in-swinger. Good clearance on the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, and the referee spotted a foul, and the Potters get a free kick on the edge of their own 6-yard box. Oh, and I tell you what, Verona came close again. They are absolutely battering Sassuolo right now in the Italian Serie A. There is Grant, the Hull City manager, screaming instructions, getting instructions from his assistant coach there as well. Having a good talk, 20 minutes in, and I tell you what, both teams have given good accounts of themselves in this opening 20 minutes. It's been end-to-end stuff at a really good tempo, really good pace. Both teams not giving away the ball too easily, so when they're on the ball, they're controlling it, they're holding on to it. The passing's been pretty accurate as well, and a good ball over the top for the Potters, and he just strolled offside. He couldn't beat the offside trap, and Hull City held that line really, really well. Potters playing with a 3-5-2, so they're looking to flood that midfield. Down below me, guys, you can see the formations, the team lineups and all the rest of it. And just above me are our members. Membership starts at $1.99, and the name goes across the top of the screen. There you go. I'm just getting Paul Blogs up there as well. Do you like the England shirts? Hey, I'll show you my football pants in a bit. Not pants, but you know, if you're in America, they're called pants, aren't they? But my tracky bottoms, which I got for Christmas. Do you like them? Look at that. There you go. Inside the centre circle, with the Potters laying it back, picked up by the fullback, right-footed from right to left, out onto that left-hand side. Great play by the Hull City defence there, bringing the ball down beautifully from out the air and clears it upfield, and the Potters give away a free kick inside that Hull City out on the far right hand side. Still 0-0, 21 minutes on the clock. We're fast approaching the halfway mark in this first half, with Hull City out on the left hand side from the free kick. Over the halfway line they go, picked up by the number 8. Both cities, well, they are both cities, aren't they? Hull City and Stoke City playing very, very well, very, very positive indeed. Attacking football, none of this passing back and this slow play, and that's exactly what we like to see. Fraser, you remember when these two teams were in the Premier League? Wow, wow, you're showing your age, Fraser. Actually, you're not that old, are you? You know, so, which is great. So far in this game, 5 shots for Stoke City, 2 for Hull. 2 of Stoke's have been on target, none for Hull as of yet, but Hull are in possession right now, and he plays it out onto the edge of the area, onto the left-hand side. Good clearance by the Potters. Downfield, over the halfway line. Here come the Potters on the break. It's 3-on-3. And now the Hull City defence get back in numbers. But the danger still persists out on the left-hand side, onto the edge of the area. Whipped onto the back post, and it's in! It's in, and Stoke City have taken the lead. The deadlock has been broken here today at the MK Stadium. It was whipped in from the left-hand side onto the edge of the 6-yard box, and Brown was there to put it into the back of the net. And the deadlock has been broken. Stoke City take the lead in the 23rd minute, and the travelling fans are going nuts. They're partying, they're having a great time, and Stoke City have taken the lead. Let's take a look at that again. It was picked up in the centre of the park, played out onto the edge of the area. Oh, and it's into the back of the net from 7-8 yards out, centre of the goal. Goalkeeper didn't stand a chance, wasn't his fault. He found the gap, got in between the 2 defenders and slotted it home past the goalkeeper. And the Potters have weaved their magic with Harry. No, it's not Harry, but a bit of magic there from the number 18. Smashes it into the back of the net. Goalkeeper spreads his arms, and it was Mr. Brown himself that gives Stoke, Jacob Brown, the Scottish money to 6 goal in the Championship this season. 6 goal for Brown in the Championship, and Stoke, the visitors, take a 1-goal lead. And I'll tell you what, there's Grant, the Hull manager and assistant. They don't look happy at all. They're not smiling now. Oh my goodness me. So how will the Tigers respond to this early goal by Stoke City? The goal coming in the 22nd minute and 2 seconds by Brown. The deadlock has been broken. We wanted it, we needed it, and finally we've got it. What will the Tigers do now? I tell you what, it's not that they've been outplayed, and it's not that they play bad, but they are the underdogs. This will be the 14th defeat of the season, should it stay like this. At the moment, that has given Stoke City 38 points, which moves them from 10th position up to 8th. So they've jumped 2 places, Stoke City, should it stay like this. But there's still a long way to go. We're halfway through the first half, but at last we've got a goal. It will be their 11th win of the season if it does stay like this. Come on, the Tigers, let's have a response. I am completely neutral, guys. I try to stay neutral as much as I possibly can. All I want is great games, great goals, great chances, and a little bit of controversy just chucked into the mix as well. It's with the Hull City goalkeeper on the edge of his area, whips it downfield, right-footed, picked up by Stoke inside that centre circle. Back on the attack, goes out from the centre circle out onto the left-hand side. They've had a couple of good chances down that left-hand side, and that's where that goal came from. It is half-time between 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 and Verona, and at half-time the visitors there are leading by 2-0. And here comes Stoke inside the penalty area once again. Oh, and he's just done too much of it. And he had his ball, the ball was stuck underneath his feet, and he just couldn't get it out from under his body there. The number 32, as he went through 3 defenders there. He went through 3 defenders, but it was just too much for him in the end. They closed him down inside that 18-yard box. George, a very warm welcome to Football Fans Live, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. It's great to see new people inside the room, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend and you're having a super soccer Sunday. Guys, get your predictions. Stoke have got the 1-goal lead. Get those predictions in the live chat. Michael Cotton, thank you so much. Great to see you. Michael Cotton in the Football Fans Live studio with us today. Again, my friend, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. It is the end of the week. Bring on a brand new one. Plenty of football coming up. And I hope you're having a super Sunday, my friend. And a great start to 2022. It's a throw into Hull City. Out on the far right-hand side, looking for a long throw. There's 5 Tigers inside that penalty area, waiting for the cross. The cross comes in. Oh, and it's flicked on, but it went straight into the Stoke City goalkeeper's arms. He wallops it right-footed down over the halfway line. He's got a runner down the centre of the field. Picked up by Stoke on the counter. Thank you so much, George. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, if you want to join in the live chat, all you got to do is hit the subscribe wait 1 minute because the computer has to reset itself, and then you can join in the live chat. Sarah's typing away there to all of you guys, and of course she'll tell me that you're in there, and whatever you say, if you want to shout out, no problem. If you've got a YouTube channel, then I'm more than happy to give that a shout out as well. So thank you so much for being here. The Potters on the attack, looking to double their lead. Just seeing a replay of that goal. Just a bit of refreshments there. Beautiful finish there. Back long. I'll take 7 goals. Nice back long. 5-2. I'll take that all day, every day. Do you know what? It was in. I think it was in a cup game, and it was Stoke City against Kidderminster Harriers, and Stoke beat them by 2-0. But I'm going back to like the late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, Stoke City beat Kidderminster Harriers by 2-0. Inside that Stoke City half now, out on the right hand side, picked up by the right back, plays it across field, knocked right footed up towards the halfway line by the centre back for Stoke City. Here come the Potters. Good interception there by Hull City. The Tigers counter attacking down this near left hand side. They need a response before half time. They do not want to take that 1-goal deficit into the changing rooms at half time. Grant will have his work cut out. Michael O'Neill, he is smiling from ear to ear. He looks like a Cheshire cat. But Stoke on the attack inside the final third. Good interception there by the Potters down that left hand side, playing it all the way back to the goalkeeper, who smashes it right footed. Over the halfway line it goes, out onto the left hand side. Hull City pick it back up. Nice interception. Official predictions. Here comes Stoke City, 3-on-3 on the attack. Edge of the penalty area, tries to unleash a right footed shot. Takes a deflection, and it's going to go out for a throw in. Thank you so much. 1,320. So we've just hit another little new milestone. You guys absolutely rock. You are amazing. You're the best football fans out there on YouTube. Thank you so much. And I make a love shout out to each and every single one of you. The sun is shining down here in Bournemouth. Beautiful blue sky. And it doesn't look too bad up there in Hull either. So, you know, tell me, where are you in the world right now? Because we've got people from all over the world, and I am nosing. I'd love to know. It's a free kick to Stoke City on the halfway line, just inside that Hull City half, and they lay the ball back, picked up by the centre back. Smith taking that free kick for the Potters. They'll be happy to take that 1-goal lead into half time, and so will Grant. Don't forget, Hull City at the moment will be sat down in 19th place. Oh, we've just lost another subscriber. Bugger. Let's get it back up. Here comes Stoke City on the attack inside that final third, putting Hull City under a bit of pressure now. And Hull get it cleared downfield, right footed. Good defensive play by the Tigers, but they still trail by that opener in the 23rd minute. Stoke City clear it left footed up to the centre circle, picked up towards that halfway line. Here come the Potters, red and white, attacking the goal to my right. He's got space down the left hand side. He feeds it through onto the edge of the area. The cross comes across the face goal, and then right footed clearance up over the top of the crossbar. And that was desperate defending by the Tigers there. It could have easily been number 2. But Stoke City win a corner out on the left-hand side. More danger for the Tigers. But great defending. Great defending there on that back post. He had to get a foot on that. It was a left-footed cross across the face of the 6-yard box. Major danger there for the Tigers. FIFA, take care, my friend. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here, and happy shopping, my friend. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Left footed, here comes the corner, and a good clearance onto the edge of the area, picked up by Stoke though, 30 yards from goal, played out onto the near right hand side, another cross into penalty area, free header. Oh, and it's tipped over the crossbar. Oh my goodness, world class header, world class save. How he kept that out. It was whipped in from the right hand side onto the penalty spot, flicks the header on, and the goalkeeper from 3 yards out goes up with his right hand and tips it over the crossbar. Oh my goodness me, how did the goalkeeper could keep that out? Should have been, would have been number 2. Corner kick to Stoke City. Hull City under a lot of pressure right now, getting ready for that corner. It's going to be an outswinger. 5 Potter shirts in there. They win it on the front post, What a save. That was blooming unbelievable. Really good header. He was facing, and it's another left-footed shot from 8 yards out, and he goes over the crossbar. And Hull City living on a knife edge right now, and the offside flag goes up this time. So the second shot, the left-footed volley, wouldn't have counted. But what a header that was. And what a save by the Hull City goalkeeper, keeping them in this game, because I fear for Hull, if that second one had gone in, then it could have been all over for Hull City. But that was a truly world-class save. That was reminiscent of the saves that Peter Schmeichel and all the great goalkeepers have made over the years. What a save. Oh my goodness me. Gav says. Gav, you're an absolute star. You're a legend. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, if it is your first time here, Football Fans Live, now that we're monetised, which was about a month or so ago, it's going to be, well, it is a charity. And what we focus on, any money that's made from memberships and viewing time and all that type of thing, it's not very much at the moment, because obviously we're not that big, but we are growing day by day, week by week, month by month. And what it's going to aim to do is for either disabled or people that are not that well off, it's going to make their football dreams come true. So the charity will pay for people if they've supported, let's say, Hull City all their life or Stoke City all their life, but never been able to go and watch them play. We're going to donate that money and buy them tickets to go and see them play and make their dreams come true, and pay for their carers if they've got one, or if they've never been financially able to go and see their team play over the years in their lifetime, and you know, or get them a tour of the ground, pay for that. So yeah, it's going to be a charity for those that are less fortunate or for disabled, anything like that. And it's worked into the penalty area, right-footed shot by Hull City from 18 yards out, but it goes straight into the goalkeeper's arms, and it was almost an equaliser there for the Tigers, but a great shot. Gav says. Yep, go on. Yep, okay, Gav, we weren't going to give them out, but we completely trust you. Not that we don't trust anybody else, but on our other channels, our travel channel got took down because we gave too many mods out and somebody stitched us up. But, so we said we'd never have them again. And here comes Stoke City down that left-hand side towards the corner flag. More danger for the Tigers. There's 3 waiting inside that penalty area. The right-footed cross comes in from the left-hand side. And Hull City survive once again. Dangerous times for Hull, but they did just have a really good opportunity to get that equaliser in the 34th minute of this game. Into the 35th minute we go. 10 minutes to go until half-time. Still the Tigers at home today, trailing by only that 1 goal. So, you know, they're not out of this yet in any way, shape or form. We could still get an upset here today. But at the moment, they're stuck down in 19th place in the Championship. Fulham, 2 great wins. 1 midweek against Reading and 1 yesterday. Twice they came from behind against Bristol and ended up winning by 6 goals to 2. Totally dominating the top of the Championship. And Hull City, you know, down near the bottom. They've got to be careful that they don't get tied into that relegation battle. So they need points here today at home. And as it stands, Stoke City have climbed 2 places from 10th place in the Championship up to 8th position. It's on the halfway line, out on this near left-hand side. Here come the Tigers, attacking the goal to my left. Good play there, keeping hold of the ball. And that's exactly what they got to do. If you keep hold of the ball, then the opposition can't score. And they definitely do not want to concede a second in the final 9 minutes of this first half. We shouldn't get too much added time at the end of this first half, because there hasn't really been any interest inside that centre circle. Over the halfway line, come Hull City, looking for that equaliser. Can they find it in the 36th minute? It's out on the right-hand side. They've got to get that crossing play down towards the corner flag. Turns to defender. Looks for a left-footed cross into the penalty area. It comes edge of the 6-yard box. Good defending, but it's picked up on the edge of the area. Hull City on the attack, putting the Stoke defence under a lot of pressure right now. They've got to make it count. Good play up towards the byline. And across comes the defender, and it's going to be a corner kick. It's going to be a corner kick to Hull City down this left-hand side. Can they get the equaliser with 8 minutes to go to half-time? To go in at half-time, 1-1, that would be awesome for the home team, and obviously awesome for the Tiger supporters. Jordan Herrera, a very warm welcome, Jordan, and a mega love shout out to you, and a very warm welcome to Football Fans Live. I hope you're having a wonderful week, a wonderful weekend, and we cover football. I'll take this corner, right footed, in it comes, on towards the back post. Goalkeeper comes and punches it away. But no, we cover football from Italy, Spain. It's whipped back into the penalty area. I will get to you, Jordan. On the edge of the area, out on the left-hand side, edge of the penalty area. Hull City on the attack, crosses it back into the back post. Oh, and it's just over the head of everybody, and Stoke City can clear it down the left-hand side and get the ball out of danger. But we cover football from Italy, Spain, we cover non-league football, Premiership, World Cup qualifiers, Championship, Europa, if we can find it. The African nations, we've got 2 of them coming up later on today. Next up, we've got Premiership football, West Ham United against Leeds coming up at 2 o'clock, and then 2 African Nations Cup coming up later on today. So we cover every type of football. I love non-league football as well, so whenever we can, we cover that. We've got some Irish football for the very first time coming up on Monday evening. At half-time, we've got the fixture list for the next 4 or 5 days. That'll be spun in to the studio at half-time, and you can see the upcoming fixtures. But no, we cover all sorts of football, my friends, so thank you so much for being here, Jordan. Okay, with the back 4 of Hull City, and it's going to be a throw-in down by their own corner flag out on this near left-hand side. What a first half this has been, though. It's been absolutely amazing. 6.5 minutes to go, plus whatever the 4th official gives at half-time. But it has been amazing by both teams. They both had it. This could have easily been 2-2, 3-3. Now, it really could. And I tell you what, the best save of the game came from the Hull City goalkeeper. It was a header from 8 yards out, and wow, what a save, what a save. Went up right-handed and just got enough on it and tipped it over the crossbar. But here come the Potters on the attack inside that final third. Hull City defending in numbers right now. Out onto the right-hand side towards the corner flag, looking to get that cross in. Potters on the attack, turns the defender, goes down under a challenge. Referee waves it away. He says no foul. And Hull City clear it left-footed, but it's picked up, intercepted 35 yards from goal. Potters on the attack still. Oh, and it wasn't red down the left-hand side, and it gives Hull City a chance to get it clear. And it's going to be a throw-in deep, still deep, inside that Hull City half. It's a throw-in out on this near left-hand side. 45% of Stoke City's attack have come down the left-hand side, and that's where their goal came from. 36% through the centre, and only 19% of their attacking has been down this near right-hand side for Stoke City. Oh, are we underway in the Italian game for the second half? We are. We're underway. We're 50 minutes in, and Verona still leading by 2-0. Verona away from home at 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 in the Serie A, leading by 2-0 there. 2 first half goals. They did have 1 disallowed as well. It's with the back 4, with the left back of Hull City. Hull City just struggling at the end of this first half to get the ball out of their own area for the last 3 or 4 minutes. Now they do, but they're making it easy for Stoke. They've just lost a little bit of technique and a little bit of pace. 5 minutes to go to half-time, guys. Get the kettle on, get the beer out the fridge, get ready to grab your refreshments. At half-time, we will have a little video, which is our travel tour taste, our travel channel. Please get over there, check it out. If you like holidays, then get over to Travel Tour Taste on YouTube. Check that one out. A little video for about 1 minute, 2 minutes at half-time, and then we'll be back with the second half. And of course, we've got the team lineups coming up at half-time, and the upcoming fixtures here on Football Fans Live will be put into the screen. And here come the Potters out on the right-hand side. Danger now, and the goalkeeper has to come to the edge of his 18-yard box for Hull City and gathers the ball. Oh, everywhere except Vietnam. I know, Backlong. It's time zones, my friend. That's what it is. And I don't think my neighbours above and to the left and the right of me, because we only live in a flat, would be very happy at me shouting and screaming at 2, 3 in the morning, which you know what I'm like. Sometimes I get really, really carried away. As Jagielka good player indeed, the number 19 for Stoke City. He's still looking sprightly, 𝓣𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, the Englishman, oldest player in the Championship this season. Amazing. Well, he's looking good for it. He's looking good, the Englishman. And it's going to be a goal kick to the Potters. They're going to take all the time in the world. They'll be looking to take that 1-goal lead into the second half. A good performance, though, by both teams. 3.5 minutes to go. Right-footed downfield inside the centre circle. Picked up by the centre-back for Stoke City. Back to the goalkeeper who smashes it right-footed downfield. Good interception now by Hull. Out onto the left-hand side. Oh, and he's just overhit it. Hull City overhitting the ball there and giving the ball straight back for a throw-in to the Potters out on this near left-hand side. So, what will Grant say to his Hull City team at half-time? I would say just defend a little bit further up the pitch, push that midfield a couple of more feet forward in the centre of the park, and it'll come, because it's not like they played badly, and they've had 2 good chances where they could have easily have got a goal themselves, but it's been a cracking first half. Goes all the way back to the Hull City goalkeeper who's kept them in this game. Out onto the right hand side, Hull attacking. Oh, good interception there by the left back for Stoke City. Stoke inside their own half, and we've got another goal. We've got another goal in Italy, and 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 are back in it. They've just got one back. It is now Verona 1, 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 2. Whipped into the penalty area by Hull City, and it's an easy clearance for the Potters defenders who clear it downfield back into the Hull City half. 2 minutes of normal time to go, but 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 are back in it. 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲, the home team, have just pulled one back. It is now 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲 1, Verona 2 in the Serie A in Italy. Out onto the left hand side, Hull City on the attack. Can they get that equaliser just before time? It's always a great time to score just before half time, because that does demoralise the opponents if you can get a goal. We'll have a look at it back on 1st of February. If we can find it, then we'll bring it. We'll have a look at it. We'll have a look at it, my friends. We were meant to be there. I think we did tell you. We were meant to be there November. Vietnam, Cambodia, and here come the Potters on the attack now. 4-1-3. More danger for Hull City as we approach the final minute. It's whipped in left-footed, but terrible cross by Stoke. They had 4-1-3 there. That was a really good chance for the Potters to double their lead before half-time. But a very, very poor cross from the left-hand side across field onto the right-hand side, and it was easily defended and cleared by the back four of Hull City. Into the final minute of this fantastic first half here at the MKM Stadium, which can at full capacity hold nearly 26,000, but there isn't not anywhere near that. I would say probably 20,000 at a push. We're getting a VAR in the 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 game as well. I'm not sure what that's for. I'll keep you up to date with that one. Into the final 30 seconds of this first half. I tell you what, if the second half provides as much action as the first half does, then it's going to be a cracking second half, so make sure that you tune back in for that one. Just keep it running in the background and go and grab your refreshments. 20 seconds to go. Here come Hull City. Can they get that equaliser? Down by the corner flag, out on the right hand side, tries to get the cross in. Was that a handball? The referee says no, and the Potters get it cleared downfield. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. We've had the 45 minutes. Right footed cross onto the back post, and we're going to get 2 minutes of added time. This fourth official, he's saying 1 minute actually. He's saying 1 minute. We're going to get 1 minute added on. It's whipped into on the edge of the area. Hull City on the attack now, desperate to get that equaliser. Oh, and he's just given away a silly free kick. And the Potters, he takes, Brown goes to ground. The goal scorer, Brown, is fouled from behind. And I think that's going to be it until half-time. 30 seconds left of the added 1 minute. Grant has got a lot of work to do with his Tigers at half-time. What will he be saying? I'd love to be a fly on the wall. They haven't performed that badly. Like I said, they maybe just need to up the tempo, take it, you know, from a 7 up to an 8 in the second half and keep pushing forward. And we've got a penalty. We've got a penalty into the final 10 seconds. I don't know what to do. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the penalty kick goes in. We've had the added 1 minute. and it's 3-1 to Verona. The half-time whistle goes, guys. Enjoy the travel tour taste video. It's only 2 minutes long. Grab yourself some refreshments, and we'll be back for the second half here at the MKM Stadium to catch up in the second half with Hull City. Can they come back from behind? They're only 1 goal down. They're still in it. Anything can happen in the next 45 minutes, and I hope to see you in 15. Yep.
3, 2, 1, you're in.
And we are back for the second half, and Hull City have just made a substitution at half-time. Moncourt comes on for Doherty, so a fresh pair of legs for Hull City in this second half. Now, before we get underway with the second half, I just want to tell you what's happening in Italy in the Serie A. Well, unbelievably, it is 3-2 now. Sassuolo were behind, and they're almost level pegging it. It is Sassuolo 2, Verona 3, and we're underway in this second half. The Potters have just this second kicked off down the right hand side. Now in this second half, it's going to be the Potters attacking the goal to my left hand side, going from right to left, and of course that means that Hull City are going from left to right, attacking the goal on my right hand side. What did Grant say to his Tigers at half time? Can the Potters continue to come out and tame those Tigers? We'll have to wait and see. It's really strange that the Hull City have actually got a player that's called Potter, and it's a right-footed, and nearly Clucas almost made it 2 on the edge of the area. It's a throw-in from the right-hand side, played across, squared across the face of the 18-yard box, and then a left-footed shot, and the defender just came across him there, and it was almost number 2. They were nearly caught napping there, the Tigers. It's a throw-in out on this near left-hand side to the Potters. Potters on the attack down the left-hand side, struggling to get the ball away, and it's on the edge of the area, still with the Potters, the red and whites. Stoke City in their traditional red and white strip here today, and of course Hull City in the orange and black. Into the edge of the area, out on the left hand side, steps through the 2 defenders, he's through on goal. On the 3rd defender came across him, and what a chance. What are the Tigers doing? They're asleep. It could have easily have been 3-0 then. What a chance. He stepped through the 2 defenders on the left hand side, 8 yards out, just the goalkeeper facing him, the goalkeeper on his front post. And at the last second, the centre defender the centre back came through the middle and just stopped the shot. But that so easily could have been game over for the Tigers there. Oh my goodness me, what a chance. The Tigers have got to wake up. They've come out as if they're napping. It's like they're still in the changing rooms. But it was great play down the left-hand side by Stoke City. Took it in between the 2 defenders and then smashed it right-footed towards the front post. And the 3rd defender just got in the way, right-footed. It was the number 17. The goalkeeper dived down to his left-hand side. Oh my goodness me. Major danger that was for Stoke. But here come Hull City looking to bounce back. 48 minutes on the clock, 3 minutes into this second half. And I tell you what, Stoke have definitely started on the front foot and look by far the stronger team. But let's just hope that Hull can, get their act together and get focused and just concentrate on the next 42 minutes. Hull manager doesn't look happy there, Grant, chomping away. Guys, down below you can see all the teams and the team lineups and the formations. I'll tell you what, Exley, it almost was. And here come the Potters again. Played through from the centre of the park. Played across the edge area. Left-footed shot. And again, the defender comes across the edge of the 6-yard box, McCullen, and saves their blushes. I'll tell you what, McCullen's played so well at the back there for Hull City, because it was squared again from left to right this time into the centre. Rafael Benitez, it wouldn't surprise me, Gav, it wouldn't surprise me. Losing to Norwich, taking nothing away from Norwich, and it's whipped in from the left-hand side, edge of the penalty area. And Hull City, desperate defending now. They've got to get that ball upfield and just keep hold of it for a few seconds, because I tell you what, Stoke City have come out of the blocks 100 miles an hour, and they're completely outpacing and outplaying Hull. This is not the Hull City that we saw in the first half, because they are really under the kibosh at the moment. Get Walnock in for Everton, says Nemo. Whipped across the face of the goal edge of the 6-yard box, and another attack by the Potters from left to right. What are they doing? They're napping at the moment. They've got to get their act together. They've got to wake up. It's like the Tigers have been sedated at half-time. Whatever they had in their drink, it didn't work. But whatever the Potters had in their drink, definitely did. And now they get the ball away. And they've given it away. It's 3-on-3. Here come the Potters on the left-hand side. Centre edge of the penalty area. And it's in. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. I felt it coming. And Stoke City, they've upped their game. They've lifted the tempo. They've been going 100 miles an hour for the last 5 minutes. Since the start of the second half, they've been completely dominant. And from the edge of the penalty area, it was played from left to right, squared across the edge of the 18-yard box. And Grant, the Hull City manager, walks away, shaking his head. I don't know what's happened to them at half-time. They give the ball away in the centre of the park. And then it's 3-on-2 from the left-hand side. Squares it across left-footed and then smash left-footed. Goalkeeper didn't stand a chance there. From the edge of the penalty area, and it's in the back of the net. And they have a mountain to climb now, the Tigers. Is there still a little bit of bite left in the Tigers? I don't know. You tell me. But goodness me, they've come out in this. Well, they haven't come out in the second half. I don't know what Hull City are doing. They equalled them man for man, place for place, spot for spot. And it's Paul Ince's son. 3 goals in the last 4 games he's got. He's on fire right now, Tom Ince. Tom Ince is on absolute fire for Stoke City. And that could be curtains. It could be the 14th defeat for the Tigers this season. It leaves them down in 19th place. There's still plenty of time in this game. There's still, you know, a good 39 minutes to go. But they've got to get their crap together. What have they done at half-time? Oh, man. But here they come. Down this near right-hand side. Can Hull City get one back and get themselves into this game? Takes it all the way down to the corner flag. Goes down under a challenge. The referee says no way. Bit of pushing and shoving. Hull just losing their cool. They've got to keep it calm. The number 9's getting a talking to from the referee. But that is not a good scoreline. They've not woken up at half-time. They're playing worse than what they did in the first half. Tom Ince on target, and I tell you what, was an absolute cracker. What is he? He's 19, 20 yards out, left-footed across the face of the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper diving down to his left-hand side. We're just watching it again. Outstretched, one-handed, but he couldn't even get remotely close to that. It was about 3 foot off the floor. What a goal. And before they had a molehill to climb. Now Hull City have got a mountain to climb. We've got to stop him play. Stoke City player down on the halfway line. But what are they? I don't know what they had at half time. It didn't bloody work, whatever it was. Oh, the Tigers. I was hoping for an upset. I am completely neutral, guys. But it's not going to happen. Not unless they get their act together. This will be the 10th win of the season for the Potters. They are in 8th place. They started the day in 10th. And here they come again into the final third. The space out on this left-hand side. Does he see him? He does. Picks it up down this left-hand flank. Play down the left-hand flank towards the corner flag. Whips the left-footed cross into the penalty area. Headed clearance on the edge of the 6-yard box. Desperate defending again by the Tigers. Clear it left-footed downfield. And the Potters go all the way back to their goalkeeper. Oh, my life. It's a great game. It's a great game. I just can't believe the performance. They've just come out cold in this second half, the Tigers. Michael, do you know what? I think you're right, my friend. I think you're right. But anything can happen. Anything can happen. You know, that's why we love football. You know, we see teams come back and score 3-4 goals in the last 10 minutes. So it ain't over till the fat lady sings. If they get a third, which it's looking like, then I think that will be it for the Tigers. It will be game over. But let's not draw a line in the sand just yet, because they can still push forward. It is a mountain, but all mountains can be conquered. We know that, you know that, and everybody else knows that. Paul Ince, yeah, Nima, honestly, Paul Ince, and for England as well, he was a great player. And his son is on fire. He really is. That's 3 goals in 4 games. And here come the Potters down the left-hand side. Once again, he decides to go across through the middle of the park, and then it's laid all the way back to... that was the wrong decision, because he had a player out on his left-hand side, but he decided to come inside instead. And they just can't hold the ball. for 2 minutes at the moment. Hull City giving it away. They hold it for 2 seconds and then they give it away. They weren't giving it away that cheaply. Into the penalty area come the Potters, and the goalkeeper comes 7 yards out. And oh, that was close. That was close. He was almost through on goal. He was out on the right hand side. He beat the offside trap, timed his run perfectly, got in between the 2 defenders, took it down with his left foot onto his right, and then the goalkeeper just got to the ball there in front of the number 32 for the Potters, and he manages to hold on to it as well. There was a bit of scrappy business going on the floor. Still 3-2 to Verona away from home against 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Great game, 5 goals in that game, amazing. But we've got 2 here as well. 7 goals in our first game, in our first 2 games today. Amazing. We've got West Ham against Leeds United in the Premiership coming up at 2 o'clock after that one. Clucas, yep, got both the assists in both of those goals for Stoke City. Clucas, he's, yep, great stuff by Clucas. 50% each on the possession at the moment, but it's looking like Stoke are going to walk away and take all 3 points back to the Midlands from the north. But here come Hull inside the penalty area. Oh, and he goes down under a challenge, and the referee, nope, no penalty. Longman should have just hit it. It was a major defensive error from the centre back for the Potters. Stoke have had 13 shots so far in this game. Hull have only had 3. He should have unleashed a shot earlier there, Longman, for Hull. He got the ball inside the penalty area. He's about 8 yards out, and here comes Stoke now on the edge of the area. Smashes it right-footed. Oh, and it just goes over the top. So close there for Phillips. White Phillips came really close on the edge of the area, 19 yards out on the left-hand side. Smashed it with his right foot, but it was just climbing. He was only a foot or 2 away, though. And the goalkeeper diving to his left, just making sure. But it was a great shot, right-footed. And I'll tell you what, that was an inch from hitting the upright then. Literally an inch from hitting the upright. Could have easily been free. I know. Did it about 50 times. Out on the left-hand side. Here come Hull City. The Tigers have got to get one back and get themselves into the game. The clock is ticking. 33 minutes to go. Not long now. Not long now. Every second that passes is a second closer to another 3 points, Michael says. We do, Michael. Sarah will drop all the links. Yep. And Gav will as well. Thank you, Gav. I really appreciate that. Yeah, at 2 o'clock. This one will go down. I don't know when it finishes. And here comes Stoke, 1-on-1 with the defender. It's 2-on-1. Can he find him? Oh, all he had to do was pass it infield from right to left. And there was a Stoke City player 20 yards out from goal, completely unmarked. Stoke, as Hull are pushing forward, they're finding huge gaps in that Hull City defence, and they're going to get punished as Hull start to push forward to get themselves into this game. You know, the counter-attack is always going to be dangerous, always going to be dangerous here at the MKM. And Hull City are going to make another, I think it's going to be a double substitution. Huddleston comes off. Honeyman, I think, is going off. I think Honeyman's gone off. No, hang on, yep. Off goes Smith and Huddleston. On comes Williams and Smallwood. But I did see Honey on the side there. I thought Honeyman was going off. But there you go. So a double substitution, guys. A double substitution for Hull City. Looking to inject some pace. Guys, the link for the West Ham game has just been dropped. It's up there. It's a preset. So you can... I don't know what you have to do. But yeah, you can go on over and... do the reminder thing. You can set a reminder. That's what you do. Yeah, you go over there and you set a reminder. I don't know. It's all inside the penalty area. Why didn't he just hit it? It was crossed from left to right, 6 yards out. Goes down inside the penalty area. Referee, no penalty. Play on. And now Stoke. What a chance that was for Hull. Oh, you absolute plonker, Rodney. It was crossed from the left-hand side. 7 yards out, completely unmarked to the number 16. Instead of smashing it, he hit it right-footed back across the face of goal. He was completely unmarked. Why didn't he hit that? Why did he not hit that? I know it's unselfish, but he was 8 yards out, unmarked, on the back post. the number 16 for Hull, and it could have been 2-1. You absolute plonker, Rodney. Oh my life. What a chance for them to get themselves back into the game in the 60th minute, and he decided not to. I don't believe what I've just seen, guys. See that on Match of the Day, you'll be bloody pulling your hair out, honestly. Expley says. We have, yeah, we had this one at 12, then 2, then 4, and then I think the fourth game is at 7:30, 7 o'clock. The fourth game is at 7 o'clock, yeah. But we've only got about a 10-minute gap in between each, so it is going to be, you know, mental, changing from one to the next. But and here come Hull City now. Come on, Hull. If they can get one, then get themselves back into this game. Just give themselves a little bit of hope, Oh, and it's gone out for a goal kick to the Potters out on this near right-hand side. So a goal kick to the Potters. But it has been an amazing game. First 60 minutes, you know, has been absolutely bossed in here today. I just hope that the West Ham Leeds game gives us as much entertainment as this one has. Really do, really do. So a goal kick to Stoke City, completely in control with 29 minutes to go. Right-footed, goal kick, downfield, up over the halfway line, just over the centre circle. Good headed clearance by Hull though, in the centre of the park. And they've won a free kick inside their own half, 10 yards back from the halfway line. Looking to get on with it. Potter's standing over that, slowing it down. Played out onto the right-hand side, and it's headed all the way back. Can he get hold of it? Is he going to get to it? Oh, and they just managed to keep it in. And then the Potters clear it, right-footed, downfield. The Potters are in charge at the moment. But Hull, a very slow start to the second half, just getting themselves back into the penalty area. He goes on the left-hand side, and it's going to be a corner kick out on the far left. Hull putting a bit more pressure. They've upped their game. Maybe those few substitutions have made a massive difference to Hull, because since those substitutions have been made, they seem to be getting themselves back into this game. Can they penetrate through the back four of Stoke City? The back three, actually, because Stoke are playing with a 3-5-2. As you can see, left-footed corner, right-footed, in-swinger, in it comes, and it's cleared on the front post. But they pick it up on the edge of the area, down towards the corner flag, with Hull, takes it to the byline. Did he keep it in? The cross comes in, goalkeeper gathers on the edge of a 6-yard box, and the danger is averted for Stoke City. But good pressure now from Hull. Just, if they hadn't conceded that second one, it just took them a long time in the beginning of the second half to wake up, honestly. They needed some Red Bull at half-time. They needed some wings. We've got a Stoke City player down, a little bit of cramp on his right leg, having a bit of a stretch. Come on, guys, just get on with the game. We don't want any stoppages. We haven't got time. On comes the trainer. It's a bloody cramp, man. It's cramp. On comes the trainer. Stoke City, 6 shots. Hull City, none. Stoke, 2 shots on target. And 50% possession each. So it is even Stevens so far in this game. But the away side, the visitors, have that all-in vital 2-goal lead, which they take into the final 18 minutes of the game here at the MKM. A little bit for history. Hull City have been around since 1904, and a little bit older are Stoke City. They've been around since 1863. So a fairly old team. One of the oldest teams, I think, Stoke City, the Potters are. 1863. That's a damn good age for a football club, isn't it? Next up for Stoke City, they will be back at home against top of the league and flying high Fulham. That's going to be an absolute cracker. Okay, right-footed. And I'll tell you what, Hull have got a really difficult game as well, because they are at home again, but they will be entertaining Blackburn Rovers in the Championship. Let's hope they get a full house for that one. You can understand where they are, why the stadium's not full, but I still think there's got to be about 18 to 20,000 fans. And we're going to get our first yellow card of the game in the 64th minute. Tell you what, on that note, the referee has had a really good game today. And normally, I do give the referees, if they're crap, I'll say how it is. I don't mess about here on Football Fans Live. If it's great, I'll say it's great. If it's crap, I'll say it's crap. And the referee and linesman have been pretty... Well, they've not had a lot of decisions to make, being honest with you guys. So they've done really, really well, which annoys me because I like to give them a little bit of grief. What have I done with my squash? I've lost my squash now. There it is. But that is the first yellow card of the game. Free kick, Stoke City out on this near left-hand side. Going to be taken left-footed. 30 yards from goal, whipped in by the number 7 out on the far right-hand side. Hull City have a chance to clear the ball downfield. Does keep it in out on the left. Can they counter-attack now and just catch the Potters asleep? Over the halfway line they go, from left to right, switch of play, keeping the defence of the Potters guessing which angle they're going to come in from. Squared across field, going backwards though onto the halfway line inside that centre circle, still with the Tigers down that left hand side. He needs some movement in front of him. Can he find it down that left hand flank? Crossed into the penalty area, picked up inside the penalty area, through on goal. Oh, and it goes harmlessly through to the goalkeeper. He just couldn't control it at the vital last minute there. So what are we? We are 1:22. The West Ham Leeds game goes live at 2 o'clock, but the link is in there. Hit that reminder and then you'll get them. Hit the thumbs up, guys, and hit the notification bell. That's the one. Hit the notification bell because we've still got about 600 games to come this season, 500 to 600 games. So plenty of football coming your way, and we don't want you to miss any of them. Hull City on the attack now. Into the final third they go. Out on the right-hand side. Up towards the penalty area. Inside the penalty area. He's only got one to aim for. We've got to get some bodies in there. He's down by the corner flag, down on this right-hand side. Getting ready to hit the cross in. Tries to take it to the byline, does so. Then he's busted off the ball. Steps inside, he's just got to cut it back across the face of goal. Oh, and the Potters get it clear downfield. Well played by the centre-back there for Stoke City. Michael says, second oldest team established, Michael. I tell you what, that's you're probably right, my friend, because 1863, I always try and do a little bit of history on them, and there's not many that I think are older than 1863. And I tell you what, we've got a 6-goal in Italy. It is now 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 2, Verona 4 in the 94th minute. There's 1 minute to go. 6 goals in that game. Verona in complete control. It was at 3-2 for a little while, and 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 were just getting themselves back into the game, but it's now 4-2 with 1 minute to go. So it looks like Verona will take all 3 points away from home in the Italian Serie A. But here come the Potters now, out on the far right hand side. 67 minutes on the clock, 23 minutes to go. Time is running out. They're trailing by 2-0 the Tigers. They had a couple of good chances in the first half, 1 or 2 half chances in this second half. Now, the stats came up a little bit early, and it said that they hadn't had a shot on goal, the Tigers, so they got that wrong because they had 2 good chances in the first half, the Tigers. And the number 14 for Stoke is down. Come on, guys, we don't want any injury time because we've got to move on to the West Ham Leeds game. And then after that, we've got Ivory Coast against Sierra Leone in the African Cup of Nations. And then after that, we've got Algeria against Equatorial Guinea. There's 3 Guinea teams in the African Cup of Nations. It's mad. There's Guinea-Bissau and Equatorial Guinea as well. Is he going to go off? Yeah, he's signalling for a substitution. So the Stoke number 14 is going to go off with 22 minutes to go. They've been forced in, and that one has finished in Italy. So Verona took all 3 points away from home at 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, winning by 4-2. So let's just take that one out. I don't need that one anymore. Off comes Josh Timon. Just close that one down. Bear with me, guys. Let's get ready to rumble. Well, who can we find now? We've got some African Cup of Nations going on. Let's see if we can pick that one up. Yep, and it's Gambia. And Gambia, it's 0-0, 25 minutes in. There we go, in the African Cup of Nations. Gambia against Mali. And it is 0-0 with 25 minutes gone. So yeah, Josh Timon goes on and off, and Alfie Doherty comes on. Yeah, Doherty on earlier. Let's put that back in. Right. And it's a corner to the Potters out on this left-hand side, edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in, oh, and it's just wide. The goalkeeper diving to his right-hand side, and it was almost number 3 in the 70th minute. The corner kick came in, peels away from the defender onto the back post, and it went about half a foot wide. The Hull City goalkeeper, I think, would have had that covered though. But another great chance for the visitors to increase their lead and put this game to bed and take all 3 points back to the Midlands today. 8th position now for Stoke City, keeping the pressure. This will do wonders for them. Heading towards the playoffs. Keeping the pressure on the teams above them. Well done, Stoke City. I always love an underdog, and I was hoping we'd get an upset here, but it's not looking like it, and we're going to get a second yellow card of the game, and I think it's Smallwood, the captain, that's just picked up a yellow card. Yeah, rightly so. He came sliding in from the right-hand side and took out the number 32. Wow. I tell you what, I've seen red cards given for that, but Richie Smallwood, the Englishman, gets his 7th yellow card of the season. And with tackles like that, I can see why. Goodness me, goodness me. Mali 0-0 with Gambia. I love the colours of Gambia. Beautiful, very colourful indeed. Very colourful indeed. And like I said, we have got 2 games later on today from the African Cup of Nations. They really do party, the Africans. They know how to do it with the drums and the trumpets and the kazoos and all them type of things. Hull City's got a mountain to climb as we enter the final 19 minutes of this game. Still trading by 2-0. Out onto the left-hand side with the left back. Plays it up that left-hand flank. Brought back in field, but the Potters are pushing the Tigers all the way back. They are taming them, it must be said, out onto this near right-hand side with Hull City. Over the halfway line they go, looking to just get 1 goal back in this game and give themselves just an outside chance of claiming a point here today at home in front of around 18,000 fans, I reckon. And we're going to get a Stoke City substitution. And it's from that foul, I tell you. The number 32 goes off. So Stoke City being forced into a 72nd minute substitution, and he gets a round of applause from the Stoke City fans that have travelled all the way up to Hull. Wright Phillips goes off, Lewis Baker, the Englishman, comes on. So Englishman for an Englishman. Phillips is off and Baker comes on. There we go, and he does get a standing round of applause, which is very, very cool indeed. Always like to see that. And there are a fair few Stoke City fans that have made that long journey up north today, but the sun is shining here down in Bournemouth, and the sun is actually out in Hull right now. And here come Hull down the left-hand side, whips into the penalty area, takes a deflection, and goes into the goalkeeper's arms for the Potters on the front post. They've had their chances as the second half has begun to progress, but they just can't make any of them count. If they hadn't conceded that second, anything. But do you know what? They don't look like a side that's going to go down, Hull City, it must be said. Top 10, a very warm welcome. You never know, top 10. Here comes Stoke City, inside the penalty area, turns to the defender, still inside the penalty area, across the face, go onto the front post, and good save there on the front post by the Hull City goalkeeper. Top 10, a very warm welcome to the channel, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you've had a wonderful week. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. And anything is possible. There's still 16, 17 minutes to go in this game. And it ain't over till the fat lady sings. And we do see teams get 3 or 4 goals in the last 10 minutes. And they have created a few good chances in the first half. They've created a couple of half chances in the second half. Lady Luck hasn't really smiled on them. But, you know, the 2 Stoke City goals were absolute diamonds. So, you know, you've got to give credit where credit is due. On the halfway line with Hull City. On the attack now, looking to spread it down the right-hand side. Still with Hull City, being pushed back inside their own half though. Getting pegged back in. Now they change from right to left. Long ball out onto the left-hand side. Flicked on with the head. Need to run it down that right-hand channel. Out onto the left again. Played in field. Just keeping hold of the ball. 74 minutes on the clock. 16 to go. Plus any stoppage time. I think we might get a few minutes of stoppage time. Hopefully not too much though. So like I said, we've got to get ready for the West Ham Leeds United game. And it's going to be a throw-in. The next game The next game is pinned to the top of the chat, apparently, guys. The next game is pinned to the top of the chat. So next up for Hull City, Blackburn Rovers will be coming here to the MKM. And next up for Stoke City, they will also be at home entertaining high-flying Fulham. Fulham deadly at the moment, but here comes Stoke City through the centre of the field. Left-footed shot, goalkeeper goes down to his left-hand side and gets both hands onto it, but that, oh my goodness me, Baker, the super sub, just come on moments ago and almost got a third for the Potters. That would have been it, I feel, if that one would have gone in. It was a great save once again by the Hull City goalkeeper, diving down to his left-hand side, 10 yards out of his goal, and made the connection that he needed to make. But here come Hull City down the right-hand side towards the corner flag, looking to counter-attack down the right. Gets the runner down the right-hand flank, takes it to the byline. Cross comes into the penalty area. Up goes the head. It's over the head of everybody. Picked up on the left-hand side. Turns the ball. Right-footed shot. Hits the defender on the 6-yard line. End-to-end stuff in this final 14 minutes. Whipped in towards the edge of the penalty area. Hull City desperately need to get hold of that ball, and he gives away a silly free kick. And the Potters can clear the ball out of their own penalty area now. It is a great game, isn't it, Exley? I'm fully enjoying it. Plenty of action, end-to-end stuff. Both teams going at it. They really both want points out of this. There's been no sitting back all the way through. From the first minute to the 76th minute, both teams have been going hell for leather. There was only that lull at the beginning of the second half by Hull City. Apart from that, you know, it's been an amazing game here at the MKM. And like I said, I just hope that the West Ham Leeds one can live up to it. And we get as much action as possible. I think, you know, I mean, West Ham are going to want to go for it, you know, keep the pressure on the three in front of them. You know, they're in Europe, they're in the European Champions League spot right now as well, in fourth position. Leeds do not want to get pulled into that relegation battle at the bottom of the Premiership, so they'll be looking to get a result, but they are away from home at the London Stadium. Crossed into the penalty area, right-footed, and it goes off a deflection straight into the Potters goalkeeper's arms. Yep, like I said, sometimes they're just not getting the run of the ball today, Hull City. Well, that's football, isn't it? That's football, it really is. Bonham, the goalkeeper, rolls it out for Stoke City to the centre-back, played out to the right-back, out on the far right-hand side. Oh, he gives it away, into the final third. There's room on the edge of the penalty area. He needs somebody out wide on this right-hand side. He does find him. Five orange shirts inside that penalty area. It's gone backwards. Stop going backwards. Whip it in. There's 5 waiting. Whipped in from the right-hand side, and it's going to be a corner kick to Hull City. They're taking too long to get the ball into the penalty area. That's what's happening. Longman. MN Faddy, a very warm welcome to the Football Fans family, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and here's to a Super Sunday. It's a corner kick, right-footed. In it comes, and it's gone out. It's gone wide. Is it going to be? It's going to be a goal kick. But Faddy, a very warm welcome, my friend. Everybody is welcome here, no matter who you support, and we bring football from all around the world, so it really doesn't matter. And I try my best to stay as neutral as I possibly can, but we do love an underdog here on Football Fans Live. Next up for Stoke City is Fulham, Coventry, Huddersfield, Swansea, Nottingham Forest, and then Birmingham over their next 6 championship fixtures. But that next one on the January the 22nd against Fulham is going to be a real difficult one for Stoke City. I mean, Fulham dropped a few points a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, okay, they're starting to lose it. But their last 2, they've scored 12 goals, Fulham. No, 13 goals in their last 2 games, Fulham, and conceded 2. 13. Here come the Potters on the attack, centre of the field, on the edge of the area, into the penalty area, left-footed shot, takes a deflection off the defender, and it's going to be a corner kick down this left-hand side, and more danger for the home team. But I tell you what, McCullum, the number 17 for Hull City, has saved Hull City's blushes on many, many occasions. For me, McCullum has got to be the man of the match. He's had an amazing game, I tell you, and I think if it hadn't have been for him, Stoke City could have easily got 4 or 5, because the last ditch defending by McCullum in this game has been amazing. Corner kick out on this left hand side. It's going to be an outswinger, left footed, plenty of red and work shirts inside that penalty area. Header comes in, bouncing around the 6-yard box, headed back in. Oh, and it's cleared off the line on the back post. Left footed clearance, so close to a third for the Potters, and that would have been it as we approach the final 10 minutes of this game, but it's gone all the way back to Bonham in the Stoke City goal. I don't know who it was that cleared the ball on the back post off the line there, but that was going in. The corner came in. Let's have another look at this. It came in, headed on the back post, back across the face of goal, headed from the front post onto the back post, and it was cleared off the line. Who was it? Who cleared it? Who cleared it? Who cleared it? It's the number. It's bloody McClellan again. It's McClellan again. Clears it off the line. Oh my goodness me. He stopped about 4 or 5 goals today. Easily the man of the match. Here come the Potters on the attack, on the edge of the penalty area once again. If it wasn't for him, it could have been 5 or 6 for Stoke City. What a player. What a player. Still got 10 minutes, 9 minutes now. 9 minutes top 10. You never know, you never know. But I tell you what, that number 17 McClellan for Hull City, Man United need him. Kidderminster Harriers need him. MN, and Alfie Doherty, who's just come on not so long ago. The Englishman's just been booked for Hull City. Picks up a yellow card, guys. So there's 3 Hull City players, I think, now on yellow cards. And we're going to get a Stoke City substitution. They're just going to secure that midfield, secure that defence, and take all 3 points back down to the Midlands. And Campbell comes on in place of the Scottish man, Jacob Brown. So Campbell, the Englishman, comes on for Stoke, and off goes a Scot. There we have it. Can we get 3 more likes? We need 3 more likes from 30. If you haven't already, guys, please smash that thumbs up and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to do so. It all helps the charity, helps the channel. So please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the 500-600 games still to come in 2022. And yeah, please do. It's free, and you can't catch COVID off of it either. Okay, here comes Stoke City into the final third. 7 minutes to go in this game. Out onto the left-hand side, picked up down by the corner flag. Can he keep it in? He does keep it in out on this left-hand side with the number 11 looking to whip it into the penalty area. Stoke City place it across the face of goal, and it goes behind for a goal kick to Hull City. Doherty, the number 11, with a good right-footed cross, but there was nobody coming in on that back post to place it into the back of the net. Wow. And it's with the Hull City goalkeeper, plays it out to the left back, picked up from the left back, out on the left hand side. 7 minutes to go. Can Hull City get one back in this game? It's 3 on 3. Here come Hull City down this right hand side towards corner flag, runs it to the byline, goes down under a challenge, and it's going to be a free kick, but in the other direction. The referee said that he dived. Oh man, I think that's incorrect. I think it's incorrect. It shouldn't be a free kick. It should actually just be a goal kick. But there we go. He's got him for the handball there. Honeyman goes down as he runs down the right hand side, and it's still 2-0 to the visitors. Stoke City. The Potters do look in control right now. Not long to go. The goalkeeper's going to take this free kick. Bonham takes the free kick right-footed on the edge of his area. Downfield, out onto this near left-hand side. Here come the Potters. Once again, looking to secure and tie up this game and put it to bed and put the final nail in the coffin of the Tigers. The Tigers they've had their moments today. They've not been poor. They played really well. It was just that lull at the beginning in the second half. 5.5 minutes to go with the Potters inside their own half, down that right hand side. It's a good 3 points to them. It will be their 11th victory of the season and the 14th defeat for the Tigers. They are down in 19th place on 23 points. This will give Stoke City 38 points. Like I said, they started the day in 10th position and now they are up to 8th. But they've got a really stern, tough test in their next championship game, where they will be at home against high-flying Fulham, who look absolutely deadly at this moment in time. On the halfway line with the Tigers now, looking to play in field inside their own half. Time is ticking, the clock is going down, they're running out of time. Every second counts now for the Tigers. The Potters win it back down this left-hand side on the attack. They're just strolling. He's going to take it all the way towards that corner flag. Nope, he tries to play it into the penalty area. And that's going to go out for a goal kick to Hull City. 86th minute. We will get a couple of minutes at the end of this half. Don't forget, still 3 more games to come here on Football Fans Live today. This is the first of 4. It's a busy, busy day here. Out on the left-hand side with the left-back, with the centre-back. Out back to the left-back. Down that left-hand flank they go. Here come the Tigers, trying to build an attack from left to right. And they win a throw-in down the left-hand side. 28 yards from goal, out on the left. He's going to steal an extra couple of paces down that left-hand side. He's going to take the throw in line with the edge of the 18-yard box. He needs a long throw into the penalty area. If they could get one back now with 4 minutes to go, it could change. It will be a very tense last 3 or 4 minutes for the Potters if Hull City, the Tigers, can get one back. Long throw, good throw into the penalty area, close to the goalkeeper. Too easy for Bonham, and he comes to the edge of the 6-yard area, picks it out of the air and takes it down to his chest. And he's going to run down those last 3.5 minutes. He's going to take all the time in the world. They're 2 goals to the good away from home here today at the MKM. Bonham, right-footed, downfield. Picked up by the centre-back for Hull City. Out onto this near right-hand side. They've got to get the ball forward and they've got to do it now. No more time to waste, no more messing about, Hull City. You've got to get that ball forward, guys. You've got to move it faster. It's out on the far left-hand side. Hull City, come on, move that ball up onto this right-hand side now. Good switch of play from left to right. Looking to go down the right-hand flank. He needs somebody. He needs a runner down this right-hand side. He doesn't find him. He has to go back into their own half. Now they go out onto the left-hand side. Can he keep it in? He does keep it in on the left. Skips around the midfielder, and then that's a foul. Referee plays the advantage. 35 yards from goal. Hull City out on the left. He's got 3 to aim for inside the penalty box. 4 to aim for. They need to get the crosses in a little bit quicker. That's been their downfall in this second half. They're not crossing the ball quick enough. 4 waiting. Takes it to the byline. Cross comes in. Oh, free header. 6 yards out and he smashed it right-footed over the crossbar. Bloody hell, what a miss. Oh, man, he was about 10 yards out in the end and he smashes it right-footed from the centre of the goal. And it's over the crossbar. He just couldn't get his body over the ball. And he lifted it about 20 yards over the bloody crossbar. What a chance. And it's gone in the 88th minute there for Hull City, just to give themselves a little bit of a glimmer of hope. Oh, what was he doing? It was the number 18. Oh, what a miss. About 10 yards out. Half volley. And it's a goal kick. Bonham takes it right-footed as we go into the final 2 minutes of this game. It's not going to be a comeback for the Tigers, I fear, here today at home. But it has been an amazing game. Here they come. Inside the centre circle, on the halfway line, out onto the near right-hand side. Tigers, come on, move that ball. Go, go, go. Attack, attack, attack. The Tigers fans beginning to leave the ground in their droves now. All the Tigers fans trying to avoid the traffic, I suppose, but they are beginning to leave. You can see them sneaking out, bless them. It's not a great result, but it's been a damn good performance. Hull City, if they can play the rest of the season and not have that little lull that they had at the beginning of the second half, if they can play like they have today, there's no way that they'll go down this season, you know, because they have played really, really well, apart from that little start at the beginning of the second half. Into the final minute we go of normal time. 89 minutes on the clock, 50 seconds to go. Cleared by the right back. Out onto the left-hand side. Here come Hull City once again. Whips it in. Right-footed towards the back post. Oh, what bloody hell! I don't believe it. He's completely unmarked on the back post. Oh, I can't even explain it. It was a pass, right-footed. All he had to do was slot it home from 6 yards out on the back post. It was a great cross from left to right. He's completely unmarked on the back post. And he passes it to the defender. He passes it to the centre-back. Hull City, what are you doing? Here they come again, down the left-hand side, whipped into the penalty area. And it's going to go behind for a corner. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've had the 90 minutes. What is the fourth official going to give? What a chance there. He can't believe it himself. And the fourth official holds up his board and he gives 4 minutes of injury time. 4 minutes to go at the end of this game. And then we're going to London for West Ham against Leeds United. Top against bottom, more or less, that one. So it's a corner kick out on the far left-hand side. It's going to be whipped in, right-footed. Oh, and he's put it straight behind. Another waste of a corner kick by the Tigers. I was just saying that they played really well and they've missed a couple of sitters today. The Tigers have missed a fair few sitters and wasted a couple of corners. That was bloody ridiculous. Next up for Hull City, Blackburn, Bournemouth, Swansea, Preston, Derby and Fulham. They've got another 6 really difficult games. You know, you've got Blackburn at the top, Bournemouth at the top, Fulham at the top, Swansea. And I think Preston won yesterday, I think. I'm not sure. 3 minutes to go with the added 4. I tell you what, today the Tigers have been the builders of their own demise because they have had their chances. They really have. Here come the Potters, 25 yards out, right-footed shot. Goalkeeper goes down to his left-hand side and makes the save. Oh, my life. It's been an amazing game, end-to-end stuff. But yeah, they could have had a couple themselves, the Tigers. It's just been terrible finishing. A couple of bad set pieces. I mean, that corner from the left-hand side, right-footed. And he put it straight behind, over the top of the goal and behind. You've got to keep the ball in bloody play if you're going to create a goal-scoring chance. Grant has got a lot of work to do. Hello, Callum. How you doing, my friend? Great to see you. I hope you're having a Super Soccer Sunday. And I hope that everybody had a great day yesterday. I know Callum was with us yesterday, as many of you were. 4 great games today, Callum, and it's got off to a flying start. Hull City against Stoke. Stoke, the visitors, 2 goals to the good. We've got 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. Earlier today, 4-2 to Verona away from home against Sassuolo in the Italian Serie A. And right now, it is half-time. There we go. And it's still 0-0 at half-time in the African Cup of Nations in Gambia's game. Thank you, Gav, for dropping that West Ham link. The next game coming up at 2 o'clock, guys. Gav's just dropped the link in the live chat. I want to say a huge thank you to all of you. You guys have been absolutely amazing for the first midday game of our Super Soccer Sunday. Out on the left-hand side, here come the Tigers. Can they get one back with 1 minute to go? We enter the final minute. It's out on the left-hand side. Getting that ball into the penalty area. They don't. They decide to come infield. Turns the midfielder. He's got space on the right-hand side. Goes inside the penalty area. Out on the right. Come on, just whip it in. Whip it in. Left-footed. The ball comes in over the head of everybody. And it's going to be a goal kick to Stoke City. Well, a huge congratulations to Stoke. They've come here and played exceptionally well and tamed the Tigers with only 30 seconds left on the clock. I'm good, Callum. Thank you so much, and so is Sarah. We've got a really busy day. 4 games today, plus secondary games going on at the same time as well. It's going to be an amazing day. Get ready for that final 10-second countdown. The home team are going to lose this by 2-0, but they have played well. They have played well, so take nothing away from them. 5, 4, 3, 2-1. We've had the added 4 minutes at the end of this game, and there it is. The final whistle goes, and Stoke City take all 3 points. They jump from 10th to 8th. Guys, we're going to say a huge thank you to each and every single one of you. We're going to be back here at 2 o'clock for West Ham United against Leeds in the Premiership. Hope that you can join us. See you all in 10 minutes time, 8 minutes time. Thank you so much.